Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in A Course in Miracles, Workbook for Students, Part 1 of the workbook, Lesson 214. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I place the future in the hands of God. That is review of Lesson 194. The past is gone, the future is not yet. Now am I freed from both, for what God gives can only be for good, and I accept but what He gives as what belongs to me. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And now we will read the commentary from Alan Watson, Lesson 214. For August 2nd, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Review of Lesson 194, I place the future in the hands of God. Commentary. Accepting that the past is gone is simply common sense, because by definition what is past is no longer here, it is gone. Only our mental attachment to things past, our insistence on regurgitating past incidents and chewing them over again, can have any effect on the present. The effects we feel are not of the past, but of our present thinking about the past. Accepting that the future has not yet arrived is also common sense, because again, by definition, what is future is not here now. It cannot have any effect on the present moment. Only our mental imagination of what the future might hold and our thinking about what has not yet occurred can have present effect. In both cases, the effects that we imagine come from past or future come, in fact, from our present thinking. Therefore, only by changing our present thinking can those effects be altered. When I am able to mentally let go of the past and the future, placing the future in God's hands, I am freed from their apparent effects. I am at liberty in the now to open myself to accept what God is giving me now. The present circumstances in which I find myself may appear to be threatening. They may have come about in my perception because of past events. They may appear to lead inevitably to some unhappy future. Yet, if I can open my mind to believe what God gives can only be for good, then that good will come to me. We cannot know all of the factors involved in the events of our lives and their effect on everyone around us. But God knows. We can safely and confidently, take our hands off and place the future in God's hands. We can look upon things that seem to bring evil and refuse the evil, accepting only what God gives as what truly belongs to us. In everything there is a gift of God if we look carefully enough. To place our future in God's hands, we must let go ourselves and stop trying to orchestrate the events of our lives. Doing so is a constant lesson in trust. Trust is the key and an essential ingredient in placing the future into God's hands. In the Manual for Teachers, the fundamental stage in the process of development from teacher of God to advanced teacher of God is the development of trust. The full flowering of trust is not an overnight process. It goes through several stages clearly set out in the manual. Most of those stages involve some discomfort because until we have truly acquired trust, we keep trying to second-guess God. The pain comes from not the learning, but from what we have not yet learned. What we are learning will bring the removal of the pain, but pain along the way seems most unavoidable. Few teachers of God escape this distress entirely. Yet when the lesson is learned, the peace will be like nothing we have ever known. We can only imagine what total freedom from all anxiety feels like. And yet, if we have wholly placed our future into God's hands, what else could be the certain result? Each effort we make in this direction is beneficial. Each moment we place into His hands will lessen the burden of care we carry constantly for our lives. Gradually, we are learning to cast all our cares on Him, trusting in His caring for us. Thank you for joining with me in Lesson 214. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Review of Lesson 194. I place the future in the hands of God. I love you. Thank you.